Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Trainz Railroad Simulator, Trainz 2022. And today we're going to be taking a look at another Midwest grain content pack. This is the content pack number 3. I said I was going to try to get to all the content packs as I acquire them. I have managed to acquire 2 more. So that leaves 1 more that I know of, but yeah, so we're going to take a look at that which has been included, added to expand your Midwest grain content. So this time there's a little bit more rolling stock, a little bit more variety in locomotives, I guess. To be perfectly honest, I think it's a tie between Pack 2 and Pack 3 that I like the most, that I get the most use out of. Largely because of what's included, but let's hop over to the webpage here. So, we got Midwest Grain 3.0 content pack for TS12. So, this is dated, very much. It's been around for a minute. Unfortunately, the chances of ever seeing any kind of update or anything for it is pretty slim. But what we got as it is pretty neat. I think they mistyped here. Alco S4. I did not get an S4. I got an S2. So that's what I'm guessing anyway. I went through my list of stuff. I could not find an S4. And then the tool car. The tool car I have not found yet. I don't even have a missing or faulty asset for it. It just doesn't show up at all. So I'm going to assume that's an asset that no longer works, and either A, has been removed by Jointed Rail or has been removed by Trainz. Don't know. That's just what I can pander for the time being. But yeah, the tool car doesn't seem to exist, and the S4 looks to be an S2 instead. So let's come over here just to prove my point. We'll pull up the 2.0 editor here, which is quite nice because we can do that right there. Which pretty much pulls up anything and everything under this particular road name. As you can see, we got a RS1, 1 slug, RS1E, S2, and S4. So again, I'm guessing that it was it's supposed to be the S2 and it's just mislabeled as an S4. A little bit sad there, but oh well. Can't complain. So we'll go back to the drive session. We got slug. We got an SW1500, an SD45, a 45M. A 70M-2, 3 GP38s, a 50-foot boxcar, and a 100-ton ballast car, weed control car, and chemical cars to match. So, pretty healthy pack. Lots of lots of switchers, which is kind of nice, especially in these huge yards and whatnot. These come in nice clutch. Then we got the maintenance away train here with the weed control, or the weed sprayer, and the chemical cars. Neither of which is particularly new. We got a weed control car with the Eagle River, so it's not something I haven't seen before, but it's still a neat car from them. I enjoyed looking at it. It's kind of a fun one. Of course, a 100-ton hopper here, 50-foot box car, 45, and here's an SD45, an SD45M. What the big differences between the two are, I couldn't really say. I'm not a big diesel guy, but 70M. And then the 3 GP38s. Now it says they're XUP. They all sound and look identical detail-wise. I think really the only difference is the paint schemes. So here's that. So since we're already back here, we'll get up close to the GP38s. So scroll down. Boom. I don't know why it made me in control of the gray, but okay. Details, what do we get to play with? Enable editing, cab lights, walkway lights. Now, given that this is an older pack, using older models from Jointed Rail, I imagine most of these are going to have details and such that we've seen before. Where they're not bad per se, they're just not great by today's standards. Lots of 2D parts and texturing and such. Not a ton of 3D modeling. All these panels and whatnot really low res. Horns and such that we've heard before. Lights. Headlights, I'm not particularly fond of. I think they're a little too white. But, oh well. Kind of a shame the beacons don't blink, though. Wow, look at the amount of smoke. That's better. So let's set the track here so we don't run into anything. Does have flashing ditch lights. The sounds are not half bad. They're sounds that we've heard before, so they're not, you know, anything goodness gracious me. But it is Trainz, so if you don't like the horn, swap it out with something that you like better. It's really, really easy to do, so I can't really complain. Jointed Rail sounds are really good just as they sit. I don't really care for the exhaust though. This little like steam motor. Puff, puff, puff. Don't like it. There's that. Let's move on down. Next we got the SW1500. Pretty much the same story. Matter of fact, most of these models are going to be the same story across the board, where they're older, so a lot of the texturing is going to be pretty low res, blurry, not a lot of 3D models on them, not a lot of 3D parts. What is modeled looks really, really good, in my opinion. But they're certainly not up to par with what Jointed Rail puts out now, in my opinion. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. These are old models. There's not a lot you can do about it. There's the bell. Headlights, same story, too white. Horn, not half bad. Let's see, we got class lights. Overboard lights. I can't really see them. There we go, you can see them here. Not bad. Walkway lights. Cab lights. Let's see. We got the weed control car behind it. These are pretty neat cars. Oh. There we go. So we get area lights, sprayers, you can turn on, turn off. Pretty much just the steam effect, but yeah, it's cool, just as it is. You can choose which sprayers you want to be spraying, as well as stretch the arms out. So whichever side they need to be on, or both sides. I'll start spraying. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Yeah, and just as a whole, it's a neat car. Shut that off though. Turn the area lights off so we're not absolutely killing my poor frames. I don't know if there's really anything we can do to the MOW cars. Yeah, the handbrakes. Sounds are, again, not half bad. They're not anything we haven't heard before. Just kind of there, you know, whatever. But, again, it's Trainz. It's really not hard to play with the sounds if you want to. I guess I could check in the cab. Cab view is actually not half bad. And if the cab view is your boat to float in Trainz, it's pretty decent, to be perfectly honest. So, anyhow, there's that. Guess I should check the cab view on the Jeeps, which, yeah, it's kind of what I thought. Yeah, the GP38's cab view's alright, but it's dated texture-wise. The actual like control stand and whatnot look pretty darn good, but like the paint job exterior just looks. What's this? We got this blue line here. You got these bright yellow handrails, and we got a grayed out body. So, cab view's alright, not phenomenal. Onward to the SD70M. This actually, I think, has one of the worst looking cabs in this pack. Everything's just really, really blurry texture wise. The entire control stand just kind of looks, a lot of just blurry old texturing. Sounds are not half bad though. Sounds are pretty decent. Flash ditch lights. I don't know what's going on with the windows, but they got this weird oil slick color to them. It's kind of odd. Old model, without a doubt. And it shows. But the sounds are pretty good. Credit where it's due, the sounds are pretty good. Let's see, what can we play with detail-wise? We get cab lights, walk lights, and number boards. As truthfully expected. There it is, SD70. Next we have the SD45s, as well as the box and hopper cars. And older models, texturings, alright, not phenomenal. Now the cab view is actually pretty decent. At least the paint job on the nose matches. The control stand is kind of in between. The SW and the GPs definitely look better, but it's without a doubt better than the SD70 looks. So it's just kind of it's alright. Pretty much the same sounds as the GP38 though. Headlights. Class lights, walkway, and cab. And then we got the 45M. Right. There we go. Does have a different horn, which is decent. There we go. Bell. Let's see, details, we get cab doors, visors, class light, number board, walkway, cab. So, judging by the bells and whistles, I would say this is probably a newer model, but still kind of the same story. Texturing looks nah, and a lot of 2D parts, not a lot of 3D parts. All these panels are 2D, so again, it's alright for boxcar, 50-foot boxcar. Truth be told, looks pretty darn good, in my opinion. Definitely one of the better looking items. Open the doors on the side. Texturing looks alright. Detailing looks honestly really nice. Boxcar looks pretty good. Kind of same story with the hopper car. Hopper car looks alright overall. Not a fan of the 2D rivets though. They don't look particularly great. But they're not wildly noticeable unless you're up on the car, so. We get multiple skins too. 5. 1. Norfolk Western patched. Kind of a clean version. A dirty version. Another patched, dirtier version. Another Norfolk Western patched. Cool. And last but not least, I have no idea why the dude is attached to the slug and not the Let's solve that problem real quick. Yoink. There we go. It's got a nice Alco engine sound, but yeah, the bell and the horn are both the same as the SW, so eh. I love their Alco sounds. Their Alco engine sounds are quite nice. Oh Lord, we get all kinds of bells and whistles. Let's enable editing here so I don't have to fight with that. Class lights. Adds marker lamps up in the front. Cab and walkway lights. And pull this one up and we get a left window. Right window. Front cab. Rear cab. Hood side doors. Hood top doors. And the shades. It's a nice bit of bells and whistles on the Alco model. Kind of make it a little bit nicer, in my opinion. It's probably the nicer model of the lot overall. However, I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but the air horns and the exhaust are both very much non-textured models. There's no color to them. It's like the paint shop model. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but it's definitely noticeable. Cab. Definitely one of the nicer cabs, without a doubt. I do get a kick out of the doors open back here when we're going to review it. It's not. Brakes. Brakes are immediate. So enable editing for the slug. Walkway and cab lights. Oh look, they ain't got no cab. Easy, I turned this model the wrong way. Oh well. It does have ditch lights and a headlight, but I got it facing the cab right now, so goobered there, but oh well. Model is pretty nice overall. Same story as the rest. Lots of 2D textures that are a little bit older. And I believe, yeah, that's it. So that's everything for the Midwest Grain Content Pack number 3. Other than that which I stated earlier, as I showed you guys, the tool cart I have yet to find. I might have to try a reinstall. I do not know. But as of right now, the tool cart doesn't seem to exist for me. So, and then the Alco, as I said, I think they mislabeled it because I have an S2, not an S4. So, but that is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely go check it out if you have the Midwest Grain, you enjoy it. If you're looking for content to match it, Jointed Rail always does a pretty decent job. I mean, the pack is 15 bucks, so you know, it's a bit of a give and take. It's relatively cheap for what you're getting. You're getting, you know, a handful of rolling stock and locomotives to play with, as opposed to one singular item. Even though these are, without a doubt, older models with some very glaringly noticeable older detailing and texturing and such. But again, give take. It's 15 bucks. Kind of hard to argue with. So definitely recommend checking it out. Link in the description to join the Rails website, and I will see you guys next time.